Hello, everyone. I've got the coins pulled out except for the dimes. Now, what I plan on doing is to start working dimes from this into this box. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this a little bit like this. Try to line up with the box so you can kind of see the process as it goes forward. It's kind of a pain, but bear with me. You'll get to see a lot of dimes anyway. So 45S, we'll just kind of go back here and find, this will take a long time. So I'm going to have to be quick. Not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about each coin at the moment. That's a big gap. And we'll put the Roosevelt ones over here because there's probably going to be a lot of these as well. But for now, we'll just set them in there. 42D, I know there's probably one in here already. Okay. Grab another stack. What I'm hoping to accomplish here is to figure out if I have enough dimes to fill this box. Because that's the plan. Oh, there's a few of these in here. Okay, we'll put them over here. We'll worry about the Roosevelts later. As I get more dimes out of here. Where are we? This is how you have to do this in order to these got mixed up. This isn't straightened out as well as I thought it was. Well, gonna have to change that around because I thought this was better arranged than this, but it's not. Ugh, that's all I can say. All right, where are we? 41. Yeah, coin dealers have to do this all the time. And you wonder why they charge you money sometimes more than you think they should on these. And this is why. Because they have to sort this stuff so they know what they have. And if you're going to sell your coins to a coin dealer, if you have a box like this and you want to impress him, you take these coins in already sorted, and he'll be happy to deal with you if they're sorted. He'll be real happy because oftentimes people don't sort these at all. If you don't sort them at all, then he's got a lot of extra work to do. And that will affect the price he offers you. He has to go through and rearrange everything to be able to figure out what price something should be. Probably not going to give you as good a price as if this is settled and arranged well. If you got your stuff sorted pretty well, and so like it's just dimes, but you sort them by year and type of coin, they're going to be happier to see that. Because If it's not sorted, then they have to do this. And doing this is not really a whole lot of fun. That's why once I do get this sorted, and if I ever go to selling coins, I'm not going to let people just rifle through this with, you know, I'm going to have it to where if they say they want a specific coin, I'll pull out all the dates that are that specific year. Some barbers, kind of modern proof. Oh yeah, that's a nice looking Mercury. All right, let's get these barbers in the front here. That's an 1899, 1900, 1930, 1904. How good is that one? Oh, that's not too bad. It's worn, but 1914. That'll go there. All right, let's get back to the Mercury dimes here. 24. So you're going back and forth a lot between older and newer, if they're not arranged at all, which a lot of this wasn't. And you're going to notice a lot of the 40s. The 40s are just fairly common. Well, I'm going to put the 44D after the Philadelphia. And the reason why is in your coin guidebooks, that's how it oftentimes is. Hold on a second. We'll pull this coin book up real quick and show you what I mean. Go back to dimes. Just set this on here. Because Philadelphia doesn't have a mint mark, it goes focus. Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco on your Mercury dimes. And if the O mint's in there, it's listed in alphabetical. 1909 Philly, Denver, New Orleans, and San Francisco. That's just how they listed them. So that's how you put them in your coin book or your coin box. Now, someone will say, well, you got a lot of 40s in this. Well, that's because they made a lot of 1940 ones. $6. Well, 45, that'll be back here. Now, some of these just pretty well common ones like this, they could be trade coins because you'd be like, well, I don't need this many of these. Backwards. Why is the 41S? It's painstaking to do this, so that is why if you have your stuff arranged well, they'll be happy to see you. 45 micro S, which is interesting. All right. We're almost 45S. Put the micro S in front of the other one just because that's just where it would go. $36S. Wouldn't be too far up. All right, 1916S now. Well, that's a barber. So it goes before the 1916 Mercury. Different type of coin. Barbers are first. And then on this, and then you go, if there's any seated, you put them in there before them. But 1916 barbers will go in front of 1916 Mercuries because it's a different type coin entirely. $24D. 1939. 39 Denver. Another 41 Philadelphia. 42S. Do I see a 42S back here? No, those are 41s. 43 Philadelphia. 43 Philadelphia. 41 Philadelphia. And as that's a pretty nice looking one. 42 Philadelphia. I'll put that in here. We're almost full of Mercuries on one side, which isn't real surprising. I love Mercury dimes, and I've bought a lot of them over the years. 45 Philadelphia. Wait. Yeah, it's Philadelphia. Once this is sorted a little bit, wow, a lot of 42s in here too. I can kind of work on taking this other dime box I have and pulling the coins out of it and work them into this to give me a fairly good idea of what I have and don't have in this set of collection. Denver 42S, 41 Denver 42S. Wait. I think that's S. Yeah, it's an S. And then a 39. All right. That's probably, I can get stopped, a full regular size box of these dimes. If I had one up here, give you an idea. Yeah, that would be about full if I was putting them in a small box. But that's not my plan. All right. Hello to somebody watching. All right, we've got some barbers in this. Not very many. So we'll work them into this. 1897 is before 99. 1907 goes there. 1914 Denver goes back here with another one. One's about to come out the bottom of the holder. 1916 Philadelphia. All right. Then we go to Mercury's 1916, Philadelphia. That goes there. Now I can pull up the next two. 1917. Then 1918S. 23. You may wonder why it jumps from 18 to 23. Well, the 19, some of them are just harder dates to get a hold of. In a couple of years, one of them years didn't even make a coin, so that's why the jump. $24. 25. 26 Denver. 29. 29S. All right. Whoever's out there, say hello. I'm going to have a little fun here. 34 Philadelphia. 35. 35S. 36 Philadelphia. 36 and 36S. I have duplicates. We are getting close to the end of this side of the box. Even more out of here, and I'll probably do it. Hello, Tom, or John, and hello, Aunt Laura. I'm showing people how to sort a coin collection to take it to a dealer if you want to sell. Oh, this is tedious, Aunt Laura. Tedious. But it's something you want to do if you're going to trade coins or something, or you're going to go to a coin show and sell your coins. If they're arranged neatly, you can, someone says, well, I need a 38D. You can pull every one out of your box that you have in a moment's notice and hand it to them. And then they can decide if they want one of them, which one they want. Usually people will buy the best one unless it's out of their budget. Out of the amount of money they have to spend. That's what I've found usually happens. If someone's given the choice between a 39S that looks like that or that, this looks like it's been cleaned, polished, this looks a little more natural, you'd probably pick this one. All right, this side is starting to get pretty full. A few more coins to go in here, though. 40 Denver, 40S. 41 Denver, 42 Denver. Now, this side is pretty well getting full now. That's pretty cool. I don't know how well you'll be able to see the date on this. But it's a 1909. Now, it's not the VDB one. And I have a second one right here. They're both 1909s. VDB, if you have one, is right down between the two stocks. It's really small and it's right on the rim. All right, one side is pretty well getting full here. Or to the 42S. So, since this is getting full, it's starting to get tight. I'm not going to be able to stick too many more of these in here, so I'm going to pull the last few years of these, probably starting at 1943, and put them on the other side. Well, I probably should start with 42s, which starts here. Well, wait a second. I won't do that. We'll just pull all the 44s out to here and put these up here, because I don't think, oh, about knock that off. That wouldn't have been good. I'm sitting here looking, 43 Philly. So we put that back in the back with these. Since we're to the 44s, and there's a few there, and a few in this, I'm going to work the 44s. That's a 45. We'll work all the rest of the 44 Phillies back here. 44 Denver. Then we have a 45 Philadelphia. Now, I can stick my fingers in the back of this a little bit and have just a little bit of looseness. I prefer that because that allows me to spread them out a little bit as I'm going through this side. These are all Barbers up here, 1914. And then these are all Mercuries from 1916 on. I like it to be that way just because once I get to these here, these are 45. That says P on it. Usually people don't write that, but somebody did. We'll go ahead and stick these in here. For the next couple, see where we are. 45 Denver. 45 Denver, and then 45S. That one looks like it's been slightly polished. Now, we are then hitting 50s Roosevelts. So that means I need to arrange any the Roosevelts after this that are before this. Oh, there's a 47. Let's see. That's a modern proof. 2000S, 90%. That goes, that's a 51. There's a 46. So it goes in front of that. 56, 59. Proof. 48S, 49. So 48 goes after the 47S and 49S. Then we're looking at there's a 53 there. Oh God, this is, like I said, kind of tedious doing this. All right, what are we starting with these? 1950B. We'll start working these in. And believe it or not, I mean, I was digging through coins yesterday and found these containers that had a bunch of dimes. 52, 53S. It's a lot better looking 53S than what this one is. And then we're 56. Oh, wait, there's a 51S. Drop that in. Believe me, if you've got a large collection of dimes like this and you want to trade them, your coin dealer will be really happy to see them in order by year, because that'll save him lots of effort. These are rather nice looking ones, but there's really not much love for the 50s and 60s Roosevelts. 56. What's next? What else is in here? There's a 56. So we're getting close to where we are. 55S, 55 Denver. And then let's see what we got here. 50S. We'll go back here where the 50S should be. And that's a 55S. We'll roll our way up here. It's not as good as that one. We'll drop it here. We'll slide the 64 way out to the end. 55S. Oh, yeah. This is one someone tried to say they thought Mint State 63. Don't know if you'll be able to see it. There's a nice chatter part right on his cheek. So, and it's not full banded. So I do not believe this is no Mint State 63 coin. I didn't put it on there, but I'd probably, if I go to sell it to the public, I would change it. I'm going to a coin dealer to trade it. I'll let him deal with that problem. See, these are not real high price for these, and they're pretty well uncirculated for AU. But they're both 56s. I'll go behind this. 56, 56, 59D, 56D, I'm sorry. And that one's got weird toning. They'll change the design again soon. Well, you know, Aunt Laura, that is in my future, I think, because I can't see keeping all these coins like this. That now I don't know if I should put proofs separate, but I'm going to just list them in by year because that's what I'm doing here. Now, by the time I get done with this, there's a 61. That's a little bit later, but that's where we're going here. 62D. What are the price though? 1970 Canadian cent. Cool. Yeah, to answer your question, Aunt Laura, that's probably what I will do someday, because this amount of dimes is insane. 62D, that's 64. 63, 63, and then a 64 proof. Nice. Now, this isn't quite enough to fill this box. It is about, and we'll show you, 1.5 sides. Now you say, well, that's not bad. Quite a bit of dimes. But maybe you remember, now I don't know if you do, this same size box, black one, is loaded with dimes too. And this one starts the 1892 Barber. And there's about 10 Barbers in it, maybe 11, 12, something like that. Last one's a 16S. S is down there underneath the reef. On these, if you don't know where the mint mark on a Barber is, most of you should. But not everybody does that'll be watching this Anyway, then it's all mercuries all the way to the back and starting over here with 44s and 45s. Once you get to the 45 micro S, that's the last one, and then we have, if I can get a hold of it, Roosevelt's. And that was only $1.25 when I bought this, and it looks pretty close to being uncirculated to me. So on these two boxes, well, I know the black one's probably, bam, I know the black one's probably got 260 or more dimes in it. This bottom's 3/4, so it's probably closing in on 200. Combined, that's a ton of dimes. The problem is I'm not even done. This is just some of them. I've got more containers with dimes in them over here. And if I can get around there, I might show you what I mean. I'm not going to be sorting them into it because I've done sorted this, and I think I'm pretty well done sorting the dimes for now. So we'll grab the red lid and we'll move this box out of the way. Now I've cleared out this short black box here that I can use to load up with coins that I might want to trade. The reason why I might want to trade some is a full row. Yeah, that is a ton of dimes. That it is, Aunt Laura. That it is. Well, figurative, not literally. A ton of dimes. 1 troy ton of dimes. I hate to even think how many that would be. I mean, 14 mix, some are BU. 14 dimes mix 1 ounce. So if you got a troy ton, that's 2,000 pounds, and it's 12 troy ounces per pound. Let's get that calculators. So there's 14 dimes in a troy ounce. There's 12 troy ounces in a pound, 168. And a troy ton, I assume, is 2,000 times 2,000. 336,000 ounces of silver dimes in a troy ton, I guess. What I have here is probably 350 dimes to 400 range. Thanks, John. But yeah, that's how many dimes you would have. That's a lot of dimes. That's probably more dimes than most of the big bullion dealers who sell dimes in bulk have. Because that'd be 336 1,000 coin bags or whatever. An insane amount in a troy ton. But okay. Whoops. Kick a couple of 2 boxes in there for your enjoyment. And we'll set this down here in front of this. And I'll see if I can pull a box or 2 out of here without knocking everything on the floor and making a bunch of noise. Kind of slip past the table. Open this up. Not that one. We'll pull this up a little bit. As you can see, that thing has dimes in it. That's why I say I am not done by any stretch of the imagination. There's dimes in that, pennies, nickels. Oh God! I see dimes in that one. I hazard to guess there's dimes in this too. All right, slide back. I'll have this. Yeah. Well, you know, Tomahawk missiles. How many did they say it was? Frosty had a video about it. He said something about a certain amount. And I want to say, it seems to me like it was 16 pounds. I wonder if these guys are still in business. Duran coins. I don't have access to a computer. Bought that at a coin show, but it's not silver. But yes, there are dimes in this box. And this one's a really nice looking one. Let's have a look at this. Under the loop. It's a 44. Probably AU. Maybe. Well, this one might be like extra fine. There's dimes in this box, so and those two aren't even labeled. Oh, here we go. Sometimes when you go to your coin dealer, he'll hand you a bag like this. 40% silver Kennedys, $1.90 a piece. There was 3 of them. World War II silver nickels, 7 at 50 cents a piece. So I bought this bag for $9.20. Today's prices, the 40% Kennedys is melt at about $3.50, and the silver nickels, they're over $1 each now. These are pretty bad worn ones, but the JFKs don't look too bad. They're barely circulated. That is a 66, 65, and what's that other one? 67. Oh, that's nice. All right. I can get a hold of this. Couple walkers that are loose. One of them has a tremendous stain on it, and the other one's just kind of worn. All right. These were bought at a different time. $50 melt on these at the time, and it's $17 silver, $2.50. And he had them at 2 by 6. So this was less than melt when I bought this. And we got a 66, 2 of them, and a 67. And as you can tell, the 66 here, this one, is barely circulated, if even that. So sometimes you can get silver under melt, and it's usually stuff like this, 40%, because it's not high demand. People are not, real crazy about those. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, there's some more nickels in this. Oh, well. And then this stuff. I can get a hold of it. Gold-plated pennies. These are the 2009 Abraham Lincoln life of him, early childhood, formative years, professional life, and presidency. This card, my dealer had it, and he said, I said, how much for this? Don't have a price. He said, $1. I said, okay. Easy sell. What's the wow about the fact that I got these for $2 a piece when melt was $2.50 for this bag? Because neither one of these two bags is real valuable coins, but at today's prices, they're worth a lot more than they were. Now, These two walkers were gifts. They were bought when they were going for about $10 a piece, but they were given to me because I helped someone learn about silver. Sometimes you get that. All right, we'll put this back in the box or container. I mean, locks back up. That one can go back. Now let's see what's in this. This one's got some dimes in it. Some modern proofs or proof coins. I see steel cents. There's a 23 Mercury. Then there's a quarters and there's a 68 40% proof. Pretty nice. I'll close that one back up. This one. Sack of random Canadian coins, non-silver. Apparently it was $3.46 face in this and was sold for $2.25 because the exchange rate put Canadian coins less. Way under amount. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And there's uncarded dimes in this. Some a little bit better looking war nickels. And some pennies. Almost lost it. That was close. I almost lost the camera. It's a cell phone, but I caught it. These are a couple nicer looking wheat pennies, but they're very common years. This has got war nickels in it and stuff too, plus a bunch of steel pennies. Not much value in those. But put that up there. I'll take them down before I knock them over. Okay, I did the cell phone. Let's see what's in this one. Because I can see there's a lot of dimes in here. Roosevelt's. There's a 1920S Mercury. 44S in here, and there's plenty of, there's even some quarters in it. 1955. So I'm far from done. There might be enough dimes in these 4 containers, carded dimes, to fill that other box the rest of the way. And to have 2 14-inch carded boxes of dimes full is way more dimes than any of the local dealers have ever had that I've went to. I've never seen that many dimes. Usually they'll have one like this that's 2, these are 2 9-inch red box. They'll have those in a single box that's double wide with dimes. And usually about 1 full side and about half the other. And that's about the most dimes. So I've got more dimes in my possession than our local coin dealers do that are carded and ready to be sold. Now, I can't say that about the jewelry guy because he has sacks of loose coins. He might have a ton of dimes. I really don't know how many he has, but he doesn't sell a lot of coins. Coins, he say, don't make very much money, so he's more about selling jewelry. Get bags of 1,000 coins or $1,000 face. Because a bag of Morgan dollars is my one coin dealer had. He had a bag with about nearly 300 Morgan and peace dollars in it. And he's going to sell them to some guy. dimes. Anyway, a canvas bag with three, a little over $300 coins in it. You know, Morgans and peace dollars, and he's sitting on his counter, so kind of pick it up. That's pretty heavy. I mean, just having a box like this for Morgan and peace dollars is kind of heavy. But these two boxes are going to be for the $1.50. I'm going to sort them out later. But I'm not going to do any more dimes tonight because I'm kind of tired of it. But I have in my possession, this is a gift last year, a new box, a package of coin boxes, 12 or 10 of them, red box, unopened, brand new. You can see it's too high and it's got shrink wrap on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got a bunch of boxes. I do not have enough coins to fill all of these boxes though. But I do have enough to fill those loose halves and quarters I have. Pretty sure I have enough to fill at least 2, maybe 3 of these red boxes. The 2 loose ones I just showed you, and then I'll have to break this one open because sooner or later I'm going to have to use them. And I've kind of decided this year going forward, I made a video about this because AG Stacker made a video talking about what he was going to do about buying stuff. I said this year I'm planning on being a little more selective, buying less junk, buying better condition coins at a price, a premium. I want to get some better coins that will have a chance to go up in value. These circulated dimes and quarters and half dollars are circulated a lot. They're going to go up and down as the price of silver goes up and down. They will not really appreciate much unless silver goes way up, which I don't even know what that would be. People say sky's the limit. Well, the sky does have a limit. You can say the sky is the limit, but the sky has a limit. There's only so far up the silver's going to go before somebody does some trickery and make it go back down again. You know, price manipulation on the open market. Now, one thing this won't, but if this was a better conditioned one, it would have a chance to be one that would be worth more. Now, $50 even worn like this for a Carson City, I don't think you can get them that cheap right now. This is probably be called worse than coal. It would probably be more like this one back here. Where is it? Oh, it's not a range stripe. $85 for an 1890 Carson City. Worn maybe a little less. Still coal though, Carson City. So going forward, these Morgan dollars that are worn like that ain't gonna really go up much. Now one that's a little bit less worn, like this Philadelphia one here, it is chattery and worn some. 1878. This particular coin could go up a little. They $39 when I bought it. Probably maybe be a little higher today. Probably would be. What am I talking about? I'm sure it would be. But when you're talking Morgan dollars, what you want is, as you go back here, You want either side of this one. You want 93s or you want 95s. And 94s are a little bit shorter date, but not as short as 93 and 95. But aside from the 93 and 95, I have a coin Morgan dollar from each year, at least one. In some cases, more than one. Like the 78th year, I got Carson City, Philadelphia, which should be first, and then two estimate ones. One's better than the other. So there's four 1878s in here. Couple 79s, couple 1880s, 1880 Philly, 1880 S, 81 OS, or Philadelphia, Orleans, San Francisco, 82O, 82S. By the way, the 82S is, I think, one of my better looking Morgan dollars. Not the best looking one, but it's not bad. You can see the mint luster spiral on it when it focuses anyway. So it's a pretty nice coin. Now, in terms of ones that would be high value, this looked like the one I just showed you. This would be extremely expensive. 84S, the entire mintage of these. Thanks, John. The entire mintage of the 84S were thrown out to circulation by the mint. Some exist in mint state. Those that are in mint state are very expensive coins, 100,000 plus. This one, though, is worn down, circulated. It's not going to be worth that, but it is the kind of coin you can hold it in your hand and say, what if this was not circulated? There's the estimate. I mean, it would be worth way more than all these put together. Now, when you get back to peace dollars, this particular one, some chatter on it. You can kind of see how the mint luster goes around the coin. There's a little bit of abrasion right there behind the bird's back. But it was 19 bucks when I bought it. And it is one of the better looking ones I've got. Peace dollars, that is. But this box, I've done the math once. I think there's 18 peace dollars in it and about 48 Morgans. So you're talking 48 plus 18 equals 66 roughly Morgan dollars and peace dollars times 0.77. I think it's 3-4 ounces per coin on average. Some of them are worn more than others, so that might be a little overstating. You're talking 51 ounces of silver in this box. But you don't buy these kind of coins for their weight because they carry a premium. But 51 ounces of silver is over 4 troy pounds. Divide it by 12 to get the troy pounds. You're talking 4 1/4 troy pounds of silver in it, more than a kilo. Because a kilo is 2.2 pounds, so it's almost 2 kilos silver, almost, a little bit short. Anyway, that's the math lesson on Morgan dollars and peace dollars. This box is tremendously heavy. It's like a little brick. And that's what happens if you go to a coin show and this guy's got a 100-ounce silver bar. It doesn't look that big, really, in person. but when you hold it in your hands, it's substantially heavier than you think it will be. And that's what this box is. It doesn't look like it'd be real heavy, but it's substantially heavier than it appears. Now I got to figure out a place to put a box of dimes that I just filled up a little bit. Oh God, the problems of having a rather large coin collection. It's a weighty subject. Are you searching through random coins on your table or something, John? Because I hardly showed a wheat penny at all. Anyway, been live for almost an hour. Sorted out and found out that I'm pretty close to filling 2 double wide boxes of dimes. And for that, I'm pretty happy about it. And by the time I fill both of them, I'm thinking it'll be 500 dimes. Oh, you're hunting cents? I kind of thought that's what you're doing since you broke in and said, bam. So you're listening to me chatter about coins while you're looking at your own coins. Here's something kind of interesting. It's a challenge coin, United States Space Command. This isn't very old because they just started this within the last 5 years or so, I think. I don't remember exactly when they said it was a separate arm of the branch of the service. It just says presented by the Commander-in-Chief. They don't list who it was, but we know who it was. And it's an interesting piece. It's kind of brass or something. But, you know, as people get older and they have these things, any of these challenge coins, like this one from Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, sorry. I served there, did 3 different times. I was in the reserves, but basic and advanced training there, and then I did an annual training there, and then done a second annual training there. So I've been there 3 different times. It's in the middle of the Ozark Forest, Mark Twain Forest, whatever they call it, Pulaski County, Missouri. About 130 miles down I-70 past St. Louis, you know, going from St. Louis west on I-70. It's kind of like in the middle of nowhere. Branson's on down the road a ways, and then you go north or south. I don't really remember which. It's a ways away. And then the camp, Lake of the Ozarks, or whatever they call it, it's a camping place. It's out in the 40, 50 miles north of it or something. I don't remember exactly where it is, but it's way out in the middle of nowhere. Hence, I could care less. I couldn't care less. Yeah. All right. The thing about this is I wasn't gave this. I found it in a box of a bunch of challenge coins, and I thought, you know, that's interesting. I actually did serve there. The nickname for this fort, for most people who's ever served there, I'm sure the first day you get there, someone will tell you the nickname. It's Fort Lost in the Woods, is what they call it. Now, Leonard Wood was a war hero, but I don't remember his story. I'll have to look it up. It's been there for a while, the fort, that is. He might have been a hero of the Civil War or something. I really don't know. I can't remember. It's been too long since I looked at that. But yeah, I could get a Cold War medal or a ribbon or something. I probably could get a ribbon too because I served during the Cold War. Although I served in the reserves, it's still, we could have got called up. In fact, they always told us, if you get called up, we're going to Germany. But they said they won't tell you exactly where, but it'll be in Germany. Now, one little thing I want to mention here at the end of this. I bought this little anchor and this is Elizabeth II, like a charm bracelet thing. And I accidentally left both of them in my pocket and put it through the laundry. Well, I found this one a few days, probably a week ago, and then this one was found today. Kind of like anchors, they're kind of cool. It's not very big, but it's a little trinket. But I do have to do some other stuff. So I got to figure out where to put this box. I just filled up. Got an empty black box to put something else in. Then I got to figure out where I'm going to put them quarters and half dollars I need to sort out, and the pennies that I need to sort, and nickels. Because I need to sort all that stuff out so I get arranged and know what I have. Because my coin collection was in a bunch of random, like Tupperware, or, well, this isn't Tupperware, but it's a plastic bowl, had a lid, seal up, that kind of stuff. Several boxes of them. Thank you, John. Oh, old country coin collector, you kind of missed it. Sorted through my dimes. I know you, pretty sure you showed up when I showed my double wide box, black box full of dimes. I got a double wide red box that is 3/4 full of dimes now. Because I took the ones out of the short black box, plus a bunch of them I found in my last night when I pulled out several boxes, or not boxes, but containers of coins that I forgot I had. But how you doing? You caught me right at the end of this because I've pretty much done what I set out to accomplish. Sorted some dimes. But since you're here, we'll move this stuff out of the way again. And we'll set this box back here, the red one. And show you. That's 14 inches of dimes, 44D, and then over here it's about halfway down. So it's 3/4 full. The black box one is totally full. Now, I had this short black box. It's a 9-inch one. It was full, and you might have seen it last night. Well, I blended it into all these. And I have more dimes and a couple more containers. I think I have enough to fill this box too. Then I'll have 2 complete boxes this size. Now, you asked me where did I get these boxes? Well, my coin dealer has had them. This one says used, $1. So I bought it for $1. I didn't think that's too bad. Now, you can order them online from lots of different places. Or you can go to your coin dealer and ask him if he's got some. Sometimes they have some they aren't using, or some they'll have new. I have a brand new package of red ones that's got 10 boxes in it. So I've got plenty of these boxes. And if I do go to coin shows, I might take some of them to help people sort their coins if I want to buy some from somebody. Because once I start doing shows, I want to be selling stuff and buying stuff. Because that's what you do at a coin shop show. You sell stuff and then you buy stuff to sell again. It's a never-ending circle. But this will have to be put away for now. It did say Jefferson Nichols on it. That's what I guess someone had in it before, but this entire box, I'll flip it over and show you that when I bought it from my coin dealer, used coin box, $2. didn't think that was too bad. Got to put it away. So, there's room. It's not like shit. Well, I don't know. There is. Okay. Well, guess everybody has went for the night, so I hope that y'all have a good night. Look back and see who all was on here so I can give them credit for showing up. Or John, or John, or John. An old country. Only 3 people showed up tonight. That's okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wish you all a good night. I hope that you have a good day and a good week next week. And yeah, you can usually buy these boxes from your coin dealer. Might not be able to get the 14-inch ones though, but look online. I'm pretty sure you can order them if you really want one. If you feel like you need it, and or buy a couple, or you could buy the shorter one, like the double wide 9-inch box, which is plenty big for most people. You know, a lot of people have them, but yeah, I've got a whole. You're still sticking around for a second. I'll show it again. Brand new, never used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 2. There's 10 boxes in this. This size box, it's 9 inches long. It'll hold about 65 to 70 range of Morgan dollar coins. It'll hold over 70 dimes. It'll hold probably maybe 80 dimes. Actually, they're not very thick. It'll probably hold between 60 and 70 of quarters or halves, depending on how you do it. But they're pretty good, and it allows you to arrange your coins by date real quickly and type and all that stuff. You always go by denomination and then type year. That way, if you do decide to take some to a coin dealer or somebody, you can find what you have in the box quickly. Because the way I had my stuff before in all those holders, they were just a bunch of random coins that who knows what's in what. Now I'm getting an idea of what I have in my collection, a better idea than what I had from before. So anybody who watches this, go check out Old Country Coin Collector's channel. He's a good guy. We had a live stream together one night, which was fun. The big chocolate shortage didn't seem to happen though. So I don't know. I can't believe everything here, I guess. What time is it? 8, almost 9. Okay. Well, y'all have a good night, and we will see you. Yeah, you can't believe everything you ever hear, right? But you can believe me when I tell you I have a lot of dimes. You can believe that. Because if you watched my thing last night, or you've seen the other box with dimes in it, you know I've got a lot of dimes. And I'm going to probably be trading some coins off to get me a Carson City GSA, maybe. If my coin dealer wants to do that. Heck, I bought most of the coins from him. He'll probably want them back because he's got a hard time getting stock in the last few weeks. He got a pretty good amount about a month ago, 2 months ago. Some good coins, and they're pretty much all gone. Doesn't have a whole lot right now. And not too many people are selling. Now, in some places, a lot of people are selling. But they're just not selling. The people who buy from him aren't selling right now. So that's the way it is. He just has to go to coin shows, sell some of his stuff that he has, and get other stuff, make connections, and be able to buy stuff that it's harder to find otherwise. And that's what he does. He does shows, he does auctions, he does all kinds of stuff. And no one really knows how rich he is, but I've heard people say he's a lot richer than you think he is. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I hope that you all have a good night, and we will see you next time. Take care.